Finally got a minute. I've been thinking about this all day. So I've been watching different news shows on YouTube, different news short videos, and I've been listening to particularly Mike Johnson, the Speaker of the House. I've been listening to him on different news shows, and I've listened to a few podcasts and a few shows like I've listened to guys like Steve Smith, and I've listened to Tyler Cohen, and I've listened to Jimmy Kimmel, some of his little comedy, and I've kind of come to the conclusion that I'm going to say this right here: the Democrats, you're not in power, right? And I've said this on my platforms before. You're not in power right now. That's evidently clear. But here's the damn thing. You all may not have a message. You all may not know how to message. But damn, just message. Man, the Republicans have given you everything you need. Let me tell you something, man. I can't stand Mike Johnson, but I'm gonna tell you something about him that I admire. He stick to the gun. He came on all these news shows over the weekend and lied his motherfucking ass off. And I'm talking about he outright lied pathologically and prolifically to a lot of the news reporters, and nobody pushed back. And when somebody did push back on one show I saw, they pushed him back a little bit, he kept the lie. He just stayed with the lie. He didn't give a fuck. He made up something else to go with the lie, turned it around, blamed it on the Democrats. Somebody asked him something about Hakeem Jeffries getting a threat, some kind of death threat. He said, he turned the whole shit around. First he said nobody should be threatening nobody. Then he turned around and said the left give more threats than anybody on the GOP or whatever. Okay, that shit is crazy because that's a lie and can be easily proven. But that's not the point. It's the fact that he said it. He didn't give a damn if he lied or not. He just said the shit. And that's the problem with the Democrats. You have no message. So all of you all ain't doing no work right now because Speaker Mike Johnson won't open up the government, and he won't vote in this woman. He won't hold a vote to swear in this woman, or whatever the case may be, out of Arizona, who just was elected in Arizona. He doing all the shit to shut down, he and Donald Trump, to shut down the United States government, and blaming the shit on the Democrats. If the Democrats come and sign this bill, this fucked up bill, and we made the bill, we wrote the bill, and they don't have shit to say about the bill, but they need to just sign along with us so we can open up the government with the bill. That, with all the money that we put in the bill, we want all that money to do whatever we want to with, and we don't want no checks and balances, but the Democrat won't let us do that. The Democrats won't even say that type of shit. They got a bill. They need to pass a budget. Mike Johnson and Donald Trump and ICE want all the fucking money in the United States Treasury and the government, in Fort Knox, every motherfucking where, to spend and do what they want. That's what they want the money for. That's why they won't open up the government. Fuck all that shit about Jeff Epstein files, health care, all that bullshit. Because the people going to feel the motherfucking health care as soon as the Obamacare subsidies kick in. And let me say another thing about that. Obamacare, right? 10 years ago, white people in the South and in these rural-ass fucking cities and towns, they didn't want Obamacare. You know why? Because the name of it. Because they were fucking prejudiced, and they didn't like a black man for no other reason than that he was black. Let me tell you something, man. There has been no fucking president more disruptive and more focused on separating the people of this country than Donald Trump, convicted felon 47. No president, George Bush, Jimmy Carter, the first Bush, Bill Clinton, Obama, nobody ever talked about trying to separate this country. And they not going to vote. They not going to do nothing for the people who in a red state or blue state or who didn't vote for them or who voted for them. No president has done this, ever, except for Donald Trump. And all the people who following him, I don't give a fuck if you're a mega or whatever you want to be called. You know it's wrong. You know that this country should come together as one. But you don't give a damn. You're letting this man do anything he wants. And the Democrats, I've said a lot of shit in here that give you messages. I know you all are in the minority. The government is shut down. So why y'all not on every news station, every news show, every platform, Instagram, Blue Sky? Why y'all not talking? Make up some fucking lies. It don't matter. Once the Republicans get a talking point, I don't give a fuck what it is. The sky is green and the Martians are eating the ice cream. Every Republican will stay on that shit and say it over and over and over. I don't give a fuck what the media say, anybody say. Every Republican will come out and say that and know it's a fucking lie. That's what the Democrats need to do. Exaggerate. I don't give a fuck. You don't have to necessarily lie, but exaggerate. Accentuate. Motherfucking, you know, man, over fantasize. I mean, yo, I can't think of all the words I want to say. You got to, but y'all got to enhance the shit. Get grandiose with y'all messages and get out and say anything. Why they not voting this woman in? Because they don't want to do they don't want to release the Epstein files. Keep fucking saying it over and over and over. Make up a lie. Because everybody, I'm going to tell you, I know who in it. Just lie, even if you don't know who in the Epstein file. Just lie. Democrats, Chuck Schumer, you all are fucking horrible. Chuck Schumer, Hakeem Jeffries trying to get a little cojones, but he not speaking enough. Mike Johnson tearing him up. Chuck Schumer is horrific. Chuck Schumer needs to sit the fuck down and let one of these young Democratic congressmen or senators get out there on that news and talk. You Democrats are fucking horrible with your messaging. You don't have a message at all. Donald Trump they just had a protest Saturday. 7, 8 million, who gives a fuck what the number was? It was a lot of people protesting in every state in this fucking country against Donald Trump and some of his policies and his regime. Listen, expound on that. Donald Trump come right behind that a few days later. If this ain't a message, I don't know what the fuck is a message. Take an airplane on AI and drop shit on American people. So he basically saying, I'm going to drop shit on half of the country who didn't vote for me. That's fucking crazy. Get on TV and keep talking about that. Then he demolishing the White House. He said he was not going to take a wrecking ball to the White House, and he literally destroying the fucking White House, the people's house. This not his fucking house. The White House belonged to America, not Donald Trump. You people are crazy. The people with him act like they never gonna get out of office, and the Democrats acting like they gonna have a midterm. You're not gonna have no motherfucking midterm. You're not gonna have nothing. You know what you're gonna have? A motherfucking war, a civil war, because you're letting them get away with too much shit, and you're not talking, you're not pushing back. You gotta talk. Tell the people, put people's stories on who's suffering from this shutdown. Let people tell their stories, the farmers, the motherfucking people on welfare or Obamacare, whatever the hell they on, Medicare. Let these people tell their stories. This is what y'all got to do, man. You got to get out and message. You can't sit back and wait. The Republicans are making your fucking messages. All you got to do is keep pointing. These Republicans they texting about Hitler and the Ku Klux Klan and Martin Luther King and this. Play all that shit over and over and over and over and over. And you don't have to worry about black people. They gonna vote if there is an election. But you gotta fucking keep messaging. Y'all don't say shit. All y'all ain't got no work because Mike Johnson won't open up the government and he sent all the Congress people home who Republicans. What y'all fucking doing then? You ain't at work. What y'all doing? You vacationing? You on a? It ain't time for that. You all need to be trying to get 10 million more motherfuckers out in the streets and do a protest. I'm just saying, Democrats, y'all got to get a message, any message, just message, 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 message.